So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in our previous videos we have completed 30 days of React JavaScript challenge where we have solved front-end machine coding questions commonly encountered in front-end interviews, machine coding rounds and software development engineering assessment. I have compiled a collection of top rated questions which are frequently posed in interviews. So whether you are seeking to explore new problem solving scenarios or ready to refine your logic building skills or enhance your overall proficiency, then this playlist is for you, and I have attached this playlist link in this video description. And from today we are going to starting with a new series of React JavaScript. So we are going to seeing what is React JavaScript and why we use React JavaScript. So if you are new to my channel, make sure that you like and subscribe my channel so that you don't miss the awesome videos. So as you can see, what is React JavaScript? So React JavaScript is a JavaScript library which are used for building user interfaces, or you can say UI, particularly for single page applications. So what do you mean by single page applications? So single page application are that type of application where user interacts with the web page without reloading it. So if you navigate to this website, which is the official documentation of the React JavaScript, which is called react.dev. So you can see here, if I navigate to any of its navigation links, so you can see on the top, the website is not reloading. It's just navigating to that particular endpoint. So that is something we call a single page application. So React has been developed by Jordan Volke, which is a software engineer at Facebook in 2011, and it is basically an open source front-end library. So as you can see, it is developed and maintained by Facebook. React simplifies the process of building complex UIs by breaking them into reusable components. So here are some key concepts and basics of React. First of all, we have the components. What do you mean by components? So you can see a chunks of module, or it can be defined as functions. They are reusable piece of code which can be divided into smaller chunks. For example, here you can see we have this header which is basically a one component. We have this aside part which is basically in one component, and then in the bottom we have this footer which is in one component. So that is something, a website can be divided into several components, and we can use that components further down to the hierarchy of that system. So components are of two types. So basically function components are pure JavaScript functions. They accept objects as a first parameter and return a React element. And the class-based component are basically the JavaScript ES6 classes. So as you can see, we have the example of the functional component and the class-based component. So left side is an example of functional component where we have defined a function name myComponent, and it is returning a HTML which is hello React inside a div tag. And on the right side we have a class-based component which is basically accepting a render, and inside render we have a return statement, and we are returning a simple HTML in a div which is hello React. So that is something about the components. Now after components we have a JSX, or you can say JavaScript XML. It is a syntax for writing HTML in JavaScript, and it looks similar to XML or HTML, and it allows you to write HTML like code in JavaScript files. So when React encounters JSX in our code, it uses a tool called Babel which helps to transform the JSX into JavaScript code that browser can understand. Babel is a JavaScript compiler that allows you to use the ECMAScript feature and other syntax extension like JSX. Below you can see we have an example which is a const element is equals to h1 hello React. It is basically a simple JSX we have. After that we have the props. So they are inputs to component, or you can say single values or objects containing a set of values that are passed to component on creation. They are used to pass data from a parent component to its child component. It is also a plain JavaScript objects which holds the information. And props are read-only and cannot be modified by the child component. So we will gonna see each and every topic in detail in our further videos. So we have this example of props, a function named greeting which is accepting a props, and a greeting is defined as a component. And you can see I have an attribute which I have passed name is equals to John, and now with the help of props.name, just like we access the objects like objects.name or objects.value, so same we are trying to access props.name here inside a div statement. So that is something, and you can also say that the naming convention of the props is just like our HTML. After that we have the state. So an object which holds some information It is private and fully controlled by components, and state is used for dynamic data. It is also a plain JavaScript object and it is managed within the component. So state represents the current condition of a component and can change over time. So difference between state and prop is that state is managed within the component and props get passed further down to the child in the component hierarchy. So here you can see we have a simple example of the state. We have a button, and on the button we have a callback function which is basically trying to set the state from previous state to newer state plus 1. Initial state we have the count 0, and on the basis of on click we are setting the final state to this dot state dot count plus 1. So whenever the button will get clicked, count will increase from plus 1. So that is something we have an example of a state. After that we have the virtual DOM. React uses virtual DOM to improve performance. In normal JavaScript we have the document object model, and React uses a virtual DOM. It is a memory representation of the real DOM, which is a document object model, and when the state changes, React calculates the difference between the virtual DOM and the real DOM. And it also contributes to the framework's efficiency and performance. So as I told you, we are gonna see each and every topic which are necessary to learn React JavaScript from basic to the advanced level. So these are some key points a beginner should know before getting deep dive into the React JavaScript. Now here comes the React installation. So first of all, it is necessary to install node.js and npm. And then you can use whatever IDE you are using, but I should recommend that you better use Visual Studio Code, which is basically a powerful editor. So here are some key steps that how you can install React from terminal. So first of all, we have to write this command npm install -g, which is globally create React app. After the create React app get installed, you can check the version of the create React app by using create React app -- version. After that, you have to install your application, which is create React app and the project name. So first of all, you can write node.js on your web page and just navigate to this nodejs.org. So after navigating to this nodejs.org, you can simply click on the recommended for most users, and on the right hand side you will see the current version, but this is not the stable version, so it is better to use the stable version, which is on the left hand side. So just simply click on it and you will see the download will get started. So I've already downloaded it. So now just click on it and it is preparing to install. So our node.js has been successfully installed, and you can simply write node. After that, you will see that you have installed node.js on your system. Welcome to node.js version 20.10.0. And after that, if you write npm also, then you will also see that current npm version is 9.8.1. So that is something. After that, we have to install our React JavaScript. So for that, I will write npm install -g create React app. It will create our React app. So it will take some time. So after that, you can verify your React application has been installed or not by just writing create React app -- version. So with this, you will see the current version of your React application, which is 5.0.1. So now I will write create React app and your project name. So it can be anything. I am writing here project. So after that, you will see the installation has been started. You will see it installing React, React DOM and React script and other dependencies we have. So it will take some time. So you can see we have successfully created our React application. Now we will write cd project so that we can get into the directory, and after that we will write code space dot. So you will see something like this. We have successfully installed our React application and we have these several files and folders. Now after that you have to simply write npm start to start the development server. So the development server has been started, and so you can see our react.js server is running on localhost 3000. So that is something for today. Tomorrow we are gonna seeing each and every folder structure, like what is the use of package log.json, what is the use of package.json, what is the use of source folder, public folder, and node modules. So that is something. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any doubt regarding this, so let me know in the comment section. And till then, thank you for watching.